My wife thought my SA story was an excuse to cheat. I proved it in court, the guilty party was convicted, and now she wants me back. Should I continue with the divorce or try to fix things? This is such a long story that takes place over a series of months. I'll try to get all the details without going on for too long. So basically, I am 30 and got SA at a party about 8 months ago. I got really drunk and a female acquaintance of mine took advantage of me. I hardly remember it, but I woke up the next morning naked with a vivid memory of what had happened. I remember putting up a fight, but not much else. I also have a very vague memory of her holding a phone the entire time, but that's about it, will be important later. I immediately went home and told my wife. She was extremely sympathetic and I was a sobbing mess. At the time I did not want to press charges because I didn't know how it would go if a man accused a woman of SA. Anyway, I ended up telling my friends because they questioned why I stopped showing up to gatherings. The defense against my accusation by the woman who took advantage of me was basically that it was consensual and that I was lying so that my wife wouldn't get angry with me. Half of my friends believe her and the other half are on my side. It was a mess. In the end, I decided to just distance myself from them all. One of my supportive friends contacted me letting me know that the women had gotten pregnant, but ended up aborting. This was a whirlwind of emotions for me, but in the end, I decided that it was for the best. My wife took this in a different way. She says that she wasn't aware that my abuser made me finish and that I wouldn't have it if I genuinely wasn't enjoying it. We argued for days, and she kept telling me I was sick for faking SA allegation just so I could cheat on her. We've separated but are not yet divorced. I've been staying with my brother. Well, at this point, I decided that I needed to go to the police to clear my name. I hired a lawyer, and when he heard my recount of the events that I remember, he was absolutely convinced that she had recorded the encounter. I don't know why, all I mentioned was that she was holding a phone, but I guess it makes sense. Anyway, her phone and laptop were searched, but there was nothing. It took months, but finally we were able to retrieve the video via the cloud. I guess you can't really ever fully delete something. The video clearly depicted me in a vulnerable state and incoherently trying to get her off of me. It was sick. Anyway, with this evidence plus witness accounts, courts sentenced her to 2.5 years in prison. When this happened, I guess my wife realized that I actually had gotten SA and has been pleading to get back into my life. She says she made a mistake and just assumed and she's so sorry, but I don't know if I can ever forgive her. Should I continue with divorce or try to work things out with her? Best comments. I can't believe only 2.5 years. The justice system is a joke. Yeah, kind of disappointing, but whatever. Dude, look at some cases where guys get probation. 2.5 is actually quite high for most cases, sadly. My former brother-in-law SA a 13-year-old multiple times, well, several, but got convicted for just the one, and had a previous felony on his record. He got 10 years, which in his state means out in 4 years. His victim still isn't 18, and he is about to come back to the same town. Our system is F. I don't know about taking her back or not, but good for you going to court and winning. Sorry you had to go through it. Thanks. I wouldn't have one if my lawyer didn't fight for the existence of a video. She actually tried flipping it on me and said that I SA her. She used the abortion as proof and said she didn't want a baby with her rapist. It sucked. If she wasn't stupid enough to record it, I probably would be in prison right now. Damn, a false accusation in addition to SA, and she still only got 2.5 years? What in the world? Also, forgot to mention, she had proof of the abortion but had no proof that it was mine. It was brought up in court. She tried to use it against me. I have no idea if it was mine, but the timelines do match up. Regardless, that part of the story is behind me now. She minimized one of the worst things anyone could endure as not only entirely your fault and in your control, but as merely a pretext to cheat. She victim blamed and called your character into question and only now shows remorse because she was proven wrong by a court of law. I would want nothing to do with her. Stay separated. Go to therapy. You don't have to make a decision now, and I'd strongly recommend you don't. It's important for you to work through this. If after therapy you are willing to forgive her, that's fine. If after therapy you decide you'd rather have the divorce, that's fine too. Take all the time you need to process this. Thank you. I've been in individual therapy for about 3 months now. Update: 46 days after the first post. Hey guys, I'm going to keep this brief. We just finished our first couples counseling session, and it's only further solidified my intention to go through with divorce. During the session, my wife admitted that if there wasn't substantial evidence, she'd probably continue believing that I was a liar and a cheater. It made me realize that she only felt guilty for how she made me feel after she was proven wrong. If it weren't for my incredible lawyer, she'd still think I was lying. So, we're getting a divorce. My wife has agreed to keep it as clean as possible. We don't have any kids and we're renting a house together, so it shouldn't be too messy. I think I got the closure I wanted from couples counseling, and I don't think we need a second session. Thank you all for your kind words. Best comments. Holy hell, dude. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Your wife's reaction adds insult to injury. I wish the best for you moving forward. At least you didn't scramble your DNA together and have kids.